All right, Earl. So the last part of this conversation is what now the Browns will do at running back. Even if they had brought back Nick Chubb, or even if they did bring back Nick Chubb,
28.
They still got to address the position. Dressing the position in running back is not an starting running back is not an option in free agency, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. We all agree, by the way, with our answer. Different people, but rookie is the way to go.
I don't know who the rookie is. I don't know enough about the rookie running backs. But the Browns need to address the position at running back. Let's face it, the Browns need to hit a home run in the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Berry so far has been a bad drafter.
What I say, they got 4 picks in the top 102, right?
I think it's 5 in the 102.
Yeah, they better make sure all 5 of them is
I believe.
No, they can't. They don't have. That would mean they'd have.
They got what, first, a second, 2 thirds?
And the early fourth.
And an early fourth?
And the early fourth,
all right. Yeah, I guess so. They need to get a running back. I mean, but they need everything, including a running back.
They got 5 picks out of the top 102
they have hit on
athletes.
so few of their draft picks that it's hard to have confidence. But if Andrew Berry, this is the time to turn it around and start drafting well. Now, it's the first time he's had a full complement of picks in 4 years.
Ty, who would your rookie running back
like?
Choice be?
Well, there is these 2 guys that's in Columbus that did really well. You could take either
Is
one.
this Ohio State bias?
No, they're really good. They're really good running backs.
Okay.
Both of them. If you want the home run hitter, a guy that's going to break away and you ain't catching him, that's Travion. Both of them really improved over their courses of this season. Travion coming into the season, the one thing about Travion is he was never healthy. He was always this explosive running back, but he never could get through a full season. It would be a foot injury or a hamstring or something like that. And then he got with Quinshon this year, they was able to finish the entire season, and you've seen the numbers. I mean, you throw him a screen pass, boom, he taking 75 yards. These is the same things that he was doing from game 1 as a freshman till his last year. So for me, it's just durability with him. Can he handle the course of a full NFL season?
That's a big concern.
That's a big concern.
Yeah.
But if he's out there, he is a game changer because of his speed. He's really improved as a pass pro, as a pass blocker, and he catches the ball out the backfield. I mean, he does literally everything. With Quinshon is more of a physical back. You watched him in the championship game, and you watched him over the course of this season. When you had to have it, when you needed to seal the deal, you know how you get to the fourth quarter and you trying to get to 2 minutes, you got to get that first down? Mm-hmm. Quinshon was the guy that would run people over, and they just couldn't bring this guy down. And then he goes out to the combine, he drops a 4.48. Now, I will say, he dropped a 4.48, but I watched this man get walked down in the national championship game. He should have broke a long run, but he got walked down. So that's my only knock on him. But outside of that, he's everything that you want in a running back as well, as far as a physicality standpoint goes. So I would take either one of them. I'm good with either one for the running backs from
By the way, before you go, Mike, did you guys see
Go Bucks?
That reminded me of at the combine, that offensive lineman that broke the record for bench press reps?
No.
I didn't see it, no.
How many do? 50?
I think he did 49.
Sheesh.
Unless that video wasn't new. Maybe.
There was a guy from Arkansas who set the record. The Giants drafted him in like the 6th round. Never panned out. I think he put up 49 too. So maybe it was an old video.
I wonder if it's an old video.
We'll look it up in a second.
Disregard. Go ahead.
I think you got the right conference for running backs in terms of who the Browns should draft, but I think you got the wrong school. Both the Ohio State guys are good, but Kaleb Johnson out of Iowa,
Cincinnati
I think would be a really, really good fit here for the Browns for a couple of reasons. One, 2 of the draft guys I have him rated as one of their top 3 running backs in the draft. And when you click on the scouting report for them, because I'd be lying to say I watch a ton of Iowa football, they say he runs a wide zone system. Ran a wide zone system at Iowa. What does Kevin Stefanski like to run? A wide zone offense. Steve, go back to the stats real quick. If you look at his stats this season, he had the 2nd most rushing yards in college football behind Ashton Jeanty with 1,500 rushing yards. Playing at Iowa. Do you know what Iowa can't do, Bull?
Throw the ball.
They can't throw the ball. So you know they're going to run the ball time after time after time.
Yeah.
He still put up incredible numbers, was an All-American this year at Iowa, despite the fact they had no passing game. And he ran a 4.5 at the combine. And you may say, 4.5. Well, Nick Chubb just ran a 4.5. And if he's going to be the guy to replace Nick Chubb, I'm not too worried about it. When you watch him in the games, he's not a blazer, but he always finds ways to get positive yardage, keep the chains moving. He averaged 6.4 yards a carry in college with 21 touchdowns. He had 30 for his career. And unlike Judkins and Henderson, who played a ton of games in college, he was a productive back, but only really played the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. Has way less carries coming into the pros than the 2 Buckeyes. So I like Kaleb Johnson at Iowa.
Yeah, I have no interest in Travion Henderson. There's too many injuries, too many carries.
He's going to probably be the 2nd running back off the board.
Yeah,
or
no
the 3rd,
thanks.
I should say.
I'm not taking him in the 2nd round. There's too too many red flags with him. He's a good player, and you're probably right. When he's healthy, he'll probably be good in the NFL. But he'll be a guy who you'll have him for 8 games. He'll be great, and then he's going to get hurt.
That's fair.
And
Now,
so I like a durable back. I don't need the back to be the fastest guy in the world. This is not corner or wide receiver.
Yeah, you do want him to. You don't want him to get walked. You want him to hit that
I hear
crease
you,
and
but
go.
like, it's not like wide receiver or corner. It's not the same level of importance. The speed. You think it's just as important at running back?
Name me a slow running back that's successful.
I'm not saying I want him to be slow. I'm just saying he doesn't need to be
because Derrick
the
Henry
fastest guy.
ran a 4.4.
Is 4.5 slow?
I mean, it's average.
Oh, so Nick
I'm
Chubb,
saying
Nick
that's
Chubb ran
fine.
in college.
It's average.
I'm saying
but
when Nick
you
Chubb
could-
ran, you could be effective with
Listen,
4.5.
I'm not saying the guy's a 4.9.
I like Kaleb Johnson. My only issue with Kaleb Johnson, it's only one thing that I don't like about him, is the simple fact that when he played Ohio State and he played a really good defense, he did nothing. And you go in the NFL, guess what you're going to play? A bunch of great defenses. So
Well,
are
but
you
you're also
going
going
to
to have
produce?
great players around you. He doesn't there, does he?
They had no.
They got a great offensive line.
They do?
Yeah.
But they had no semblance of a passing game, and teams were putting 8-9 guys. In the
That
box.
ain't stop him on any other game.
Well, Ohio State has a really good roster.
You can't judge a guy based on one game.
That's
not
how
fair.
I do. Melvin Gordon, he was that deal in college. He went up against the Buckeyes. He couldn't even crack 100 yards.
He was a good NFL running back.
Was he?
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
It wasn't great, but he was good. Yeah.
He was good.
Yeah. He had a fumbling issue.
Earl, who do you like out of these guys?
I like the 2 Ohio State guys. Real quick, I'm searching for something. Go ahead.
Go Bucks.
Somebody mentioned to me a guy with a weird last name today.
Amari Hampton.
Why would that be a
Hampton.
weird last name?
I don't know.
Hampton?
Dylan Sampson?
Damn, I gotta
Ashton
look at
Jeanty.
No. It's first I got to look up Melvin Gordon because I want to see kind of
Well, I heard
propaganda.
You want to see a stat?
I heard some draft guys saying Amari and Hampton is right up there with Jeanty for
That's
RB1
what they
in this
say.
class.
That's what
Yeah.
they saying.
I didn't watch.
I didn't watch
UNC,
North
so
Carolina. Yeah, I didn't
have
watch
no
North
real
Carolina, so I
opinion on
couldn't
that,
tell
but-
you. But that's what they saying. Well, did he run at the combine?
Fair
He
to
did.
Davis, Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? He had a lot of receiving. He had a lot of receiving yards from scrimmage. He had 3 years in a row where he was over. He was 1375 or higher. He had a 3-year stretch where he was excellent, and then he was kind of okay. It wasn't a nothing. I got to find this running back. Somebody mentioned him to me today, and I stupidly didn't write the name down.
He's in the draft.
Yep. Go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Anyways, but I at any rate, they still got to sign some type of veteran running back. That's the thing that I'm more curious in. Because they had
What about this Cam Scatabo? That's not who I was
Oh,
thinking
Scatabo?
of.
That's what
Whatever.
Dustin loves.
Dustin
Yeah.
loves him.
He ran what did he run? 4.62. That's not great.
He ran 4.62.
Yeah.
Wow.
Quinshawn ran a 4.48.
I know.
Travion a 4.43. That's not crazy.
For a
Is
running back? Saquon ran a 4.4
Ashton
flat.
Jeanty ran a 4.42. That's Brashard Smith from Boise State ran a 4.39.
The back up to
I
Jeanty.
want to say Genty's back.
Yeah. 4.39.
I thought that was the guy.
I got to try to find this guy.
I'm trying to think of the other top backs in this class.
Oh, here it is. This guy from Virginia Tech, he ran a 4.32.
Oh, Tuttle.
Brayshaw Tootin.
Tutton.
Listen.
Ran a 4.32. Somebody's a guy who produces my podcast who was at the combine thought he really stood out. This guy.
So this is the thing. All that is great. Press play and tell me what you see, because it's a reason that he hasn't been brought up until the combine happened.
Yeah.
So don't fall for just the combine.
Well, I'm not falling for just.
I'm not saying you. I'm just
You're
saying
right.
in general.
The tape is one thing.
Press
but
play.
There are running backs that get drafted later that become great players a lot more than other positions.
That's true, because they get in the right system and people
Yeah.
know how to utilize them and all those things. I
mean,
agree with you, but
I never heard.
I'm just telling you, press play.
I never heard of Chase Brown coming out of college. I mean, maybe. He
Oh, I did. He was at Illinois.
Well, he got drafted in the 5th round.
Yeah, that was dumb. You know what? He was literally like the college version of Derrick Henry. They gave that dude the ball 40 times a game,
and he was great.
and
last
he
year.
was trucking
So how did he
along.
last to the 5th round?
Because they probably said he got 40. He got 40 carries a game, and his body's probably beat up. So that's probably what happened. But they was giving it to him. I was like,
Yeah.
"What do they think he is, Derrick Henry?"
Yeah.
Oh, he played awesome.
All right, Earl, what do you got for us now? What's going on?
All right, let's get back to some Cavaliers basketball.